Hi, my name is Roland Ros. I'm the founder of Kumu. We're a social entertainment platform, and our core values are around safety, positivity, and acceptance. One of the most fundamental challenges going from, say, 0 to 1 to 1 to 100 is really building out the right team for the right particular place and time. So imagine you're trying to get a product off the ground, and you start out with a team that's basically like your friends or family or everyone within your circle. But then once you start getting, say, at that Series A level, you start getting product market fit and your resources, you're starting to notice that a lot of people who were there to help get you from 0 to 1, they actually don't have the skill set to be able to scale. And that's a huge challenge. And so you really have to start looking for the right people in the right seats, because if you don't, it's going to be super costly and you're going to end up making such expensive mistakes, and it's actually going to slow your growth down. So whether it's finding the right leader in product, the right leader in tech or operations or finance, very quickly you're going to find yourself in a situation to really identify finding the right people in the right seats, because if you don't, it's going to be super expensive. A lot of times when having a startup, especially for fellow endeavor entrepreneurs I've met who have a passion for a particular mission, but maybe might get some imposter syndrome of like, hey, maybe I'm not product focused enough, or maybe I don't have enough experience in technology. I just want to encourage you, because again, that's what's super important about really reading up. You know, I definitely would recommend books like Lean Startup or Hacking Growth and those types of things to get a better understanding of what it takes to really develop a product, or just taking a deeper understanding of just like from an architectural perspective, and then finding the right co-founder or the right partner who could actually help you out from a technology and product perspective. Because honestly, that is one of my biggest mistakes or regrets, actually, in reflection with my other co-founder, Rexy. We both have a passion for nonprofit, and we've never actually built an app before. And had we really taken enough time to further explore and get somebody who was a lot more well-versed in technology or product development, I think we probably would have gotten to our goals a lot faster. So one piece of advice I would give, especially when it comes to going from, okay, so you're going from 0 to 1, then you're going from 1 to 100, and you're recognizing that you might have some people on your team who won't be able to execute to getting you to the next stage. And some really cool piece of advice was really getting world-class consultants. And for example, for us, when it came to growth or when it came to product, bringing in amazing consultants on both the growth and product side who ended up actually falling in love with the company and ended up joining the company as our chief product officer or our chief growth officer and our chief operating officer. And that's great, because a lot of times it's really hard to try to hire someone. For example, in our case, Crystal, when she joined Gojek, it was a pre-Series B company, and she was there and helped it grow to a $10 billion decacorn. And so for a Series A company like us, you would think that it would be super hard to engage someone like her and have her excited enough to actually walk away from her situation and join us as a chief product officer. But when she actually consulted us, fell in love with our culture, saw the long-term vision, that by the time we raised our Series B funds and had enough money and enough resources to get to 1 and then go from 1 to 100, we were able to really build a strong relationship that she was very familiar with the business and actually super excited to actually join the team as our chief product officer. And the same thing went for our chief growth officer, who helped grow Figs, from a Series B company to a $5 billion public listing on the New York Stock Exchange back last year. And also, I can't announce who our chief operating officer is, but in all three cases, you're building a relationship from a consultant level where you have a chance for them to get in early on your company before you're actually even having a conversation and hiring them. When it comes to vision, it's really important to know what incentivizes your key leaders, and being able to really cast a vision where every single leader on your team can see their own personal vision and what they're trying to accomplish. Rexy, our co-founder and our president, we have a shared vision and passion for really impacting and impacting the lives of millions of Filipinos. So really making sure that the vision, includes that. Or for example, for Crystal and her passion of building the largest participatory platform in the world, and really being able to craft a vision that she could actually see her particular long-term vision in the overall vision. I'm thinking about Angelo, our chief content officer. He just wants to make noise. He just wants to disrupt and have the whole country talking about our content. And again, when you're building like a social entertainment platform built on safety, positivity, and acceptance, just hacking the country with concepts like, the Big Brother franchise or, with Miss Universe and things like that, it's really great to be able to cast a vision where every individual leader gets just excited at the overall vision, but then can see their own place in the overall vision to keep them motivated and to keep them incentivized. And it takes a lot of hard work, but at the same time, it takes a lot of communication and it takes a lot of trust, because with that trust and with the right leadership, you could run a very distributed team and get out of the way of your leaders. So you get out of the way of your leaders and you let them execute, because when you cast a big enough vision and they see themselves in their own internal vision, it's like going on their own epic journey. When their internal vision is like a side mission and they're trying to get the prize at the end of a game, and you just get out of the way and then you let them go on this journey, they're gonna go find that ring of power and drop it in a mountain and those types of things. And it's really cool to just take a step back and watch your leaders thrive.